Right now at 10, La Crosse police are investigating a woman found dead at a busy park downtown. And we get a one-on-one interview with Senator Bernie Sanders moments before he took the stage to stump for Wisconsin Dems. Plus, a La Crosse art gallery celebrates 2 years of open doors during tonight's downtown art walk.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Amy is off. We will get to all those stories in just a few minutes, but first, let's get a look at the skies from Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl.
Well, there's been a lot of clouds in the sky and a lot falling from those clouds as well, with periods of rain through the day. Some light rain and drizzle in the La Crosse area at this hour, and radar showing the most persistent rains around La Crosse and especially to the south and east. In fact, some pockets of moderate rain where you see the yellows and the oranges on the radar, and then just some drizzle and much lighter rain activity to the north and to the west of La Crosse. So we're dealing with this activity right now, but looking downstream, so to speak, another area of low pressure is going to kind of ride along a frontal boundary, bring another surge of moisture overnight and into tomorrow. So we're going to have to deal with more periods of rain overnight and into much of our Saturday as well. Temperatures a lot chillier tonight than 24 hours ago, upper 30s over towards southeastern Minnesota. The rest of us kind of remaining steady in the lower to middle 40s, and that's going to be the trend overnight, steady in the low to mid 40s. Periods of rain, isolated thunder, that's kind of a long shot though, and again, much cooler temperatures than last night. Keep that rain gear handy tomorrow. Periods of rain, rather windy as well, with highs only in the 40s for most, maybe some low 50s south and east, and then still looking dry for Sunday and a little bit warmer with highs around 55 degrees. Fasten the seatbelt for a roller coaster ride in temperatures next week. I'll detail that coming up.
All right, thanks very much, Bill. Well, police are investigating after officers found a body in Cameron Park in downtown La Crosse. Our own Dua Israr was at Cameron Park and has what we know so far.
Early this morning, La Crosse police officers responded to a welfare check. A dead woman was found in Cameron Park.
Police say there are no safety concerns, but as you can see, this is a high traffic area. Right behind me are apartments. There is a school right there, and down the street is downtown Main Street, and across from where the body was actually found is a grocery store. So as you can see, members of La Crosse's community frequent this street very often.
The school district of La Crosse's Polytechnic School is 1 block away from where the body was recovered. Superintendent Aaron Engel told News 8 in a statement the district is working with the police department and will utilize our safety plans and respond with the advice of law enforcement to ensure students and staff are safe. Community members say they're concerned more incidents like this will occur.
I won't say that it hasn't been ever reported in the past that fatalities have occurred in that area, but we want to do our best to stay safe. Safety first.
Last year, one unsheltered person died at Houska Park. On Monday, Houska Park's campground permit expired. This year, no hotel vouchers were given to individuals.
If they're able to be off the streets or the park or whatever, I think that would help mitigate some problems.
The city's homeless service coordinator, Brian Sampson, previously told News 8 people should expect to see an increase of unsheltered people in public and private spaces. In the meantime, community members say this death is a reminder that a solution for La Crosse's homeless crisis is necessary.
This is just a little bit shaky to hear. Yeah, it's really sad, but I mean, I think more people should know about these things because it is important that people are aware of what's going on in their community.
Police have confirmed that the woman visited the park frequently, and they say that this is an ongoing investigation. Reporting in Cameron Park, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
And thanks very much, Dua. And as she mentioned, this is a developing story. So as always, we'll have more updates as they come available. For all the latest local news, you can download our free News 8000 app on your smartphone or your tablet. The midterm election is just a few days away, and some of Wisconsin's races are too close to call. Democrats hope a big-name ally will help them win some offices. Senator Bernie Sanders is holding campaign events on college campuses nationwide. Today, the Vermont senator met with young voters at UW-La Crosse. Sanders urged students to vote and to vote for Democrats. In a one-on-one interview with News 8 Now, the senator said this is the most consequential midterm in modern history, and Wisconsin will play a pivotal role.
This will be a very, very close election. And I think if people are concerned about the right of women to control their own bodies, if they're concerned that we should not be giving tax breaks to billionaires, but addressing the needs of working class people, I think the issues are pretty clear.
Sanders also spoke at UW-Eau Claire and in Madison. Tomorrow, he will campaign in Oshkosh. The Democratic senator from Wisconsin is also getting the word out about Election Day. Senator Tammy Baldwin spoke with News 8 Now today about what to expect this election. She says Wisconsin, as a swing state, consistently has tight races, but so much is at stake this year. Baldwin believes every Wisconsinite, no matter their political knowledge, should hit the polls.
It's easy to vote. You can vote early. And so we're just spreading the word, especially among folks who maybe just turned 18 or 19. This is their first election. They need to register.
Now, early voting in La Crosse ended at 5 today, but of course you can still vote at your polling place from 8 in the morning to 8 p.m. Tuesday night. 2 Republican candidates on the ballot responded to Senators Sanders and Baldwin today. Derek Van Orden said Sanders, Baldwin, and his opponent Brad Pfaff in the race for the 3rd Congressional District have called for radical left policies and socialist spending that made it hard for our families to buy gas and groceries. Now, Senator Ron Johnson, who is running for re-election, had a similar response. He says a vote for his challenger, Democrat Mandela Barnes, is just another vote for Bernie Sanders' socialist agenda that increases inflation and reckless spending, raises taxes, and makes our communities less safe by defunding police. We will post both candidates' full statements on news8000.com. A downtown gallery is celebrating 2 years as it welcomes patrons in for the monthly Downtown Art Walk. River City Gallery is one of the stops on the art tour and helped kickstart the walk to encourage everyone to enjoy local artists. River City opened its doors 2 years ago and survived the pandemic to continue bringing creatives together.
I'm a hometown girl and just moved back to La Crosse, so I was very excited that this gallery is now available, and it's got quality art.
Our biggest ask for the community is to really think about purchasing and supporting local arts in your community. And if you haven't been in yet, to stop down and see what the local artists have to offer.
These downtown art walks happen on the first Friday of every month, rain or shine. Other downtown businesses on the tour include Turtle Sack Brewery, The Root Note, and Larson's General Store. Coming up after the break, getting in the holiday spirit. You can help the Salvation Army make kids' wishes come true with its annual Angel Tree program. And later, even an end to daylight savings time can throw off your sleep patterns. Health experts have a few tips to prep you for Sunday morning.
I'm Erin Moriarty, 48 Hours. When a Wisconsin couple disappears, their son alerts police. A search of the popular social media app, Snapchat, leads police to a gruesome discovery. That's Saturday on 48 Hours.
As governor, I'll always try to do the right thing. I've worked with both parties to find middle ground to improve and invest in our public schools, cut income taxes, and put our state on solid financial footing. But here's what I won't do. I won't cut public school funding. I won't stop trying to find good ideas from both parties. And I'll never allow radical politicians to make decisions about abortion. That should be left to women and their doctors. I'm Tony Evers, and I'm asking for your vote.
Breaking news in Dallas, Texas, where at least 5 police officers were killed when they were ambushed.
This was the deadliest day for U.S. law enforcement since 9/11.
Just days after this horrific crime, Mandela Barnes appeared on Vladimir Putin's propaganda news outlet and rationalized violence against American police officers.
Police officers are over-exercising their badges. This probably was a retaliatory attack.
Do you want Mandela Barnes representing you in the Senate?
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Warm up the room with an electric fireplace from Pleasant Hearth at Menards. Doubling as an entertainment center, add ambience to any room with its realistic flames and embers. Adjust everything from temperature to flame levels with its multifunctional remote. Save 11% on electric fireplaces. Be sure to discover the Criterion advantages with our great selection of in-stock appliances. All energy efficient, from dishwashers and refrigerators to washers and dryers. All Criterion appliances are 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I see your hard work, everything you do to try to make it, but people continue to be left behind. I'm running for Senate to put more money in your pocket. Ron Johnson's had 12 years to make things better, but costs are still rising, and all he's managed to do is write a tax cut for himself. I believe better is possible. I believe hard work can pay off, and I'll never stop fighting until it does. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
It is time to fulfill a child's Christmas dreams. The Salvation Army kicked off its Angel Tree program. For the next few weeks, you can find tags on Christmas trees at Walmart in La Crosse and Onalaska, as well as Advance Auto in La Crosse. Each tag has information about a child, including clothing sizes and interests. Last year, this program helped fill 771 kids' wishes, and Salvation Army leaders say it takes a community to reach their goals.
It's just such an overall big community effort to fulfill hundreds of tags and get all these kids their gifts for the season.
If you're planning on pitching in, you have until November 30th to drop off presents at the Salvation Army in La Crosse, and those gifts will be handed out on December 14th. For the past couple of months, students from area schools have been busy preparing for the 7th annual iFeed. It's an event to end hunger in our area and across the globe. Tomorrow, 25 teams of community members and students will package over 80,000 rice and soy meals. And while those teams are busy at work, students will help collect goods from a food drive. If you're interested in joining the fight against hunger, the food drive will be open 8 to noon tomorrow at Logan High School. After the break, bye-bye Little Sebastian, hello Pumuckl. This German mini horse is headed for a world record.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grawl. You want to keep that rain gear handy into our Saturday. All the details with your 8-day forecast after the break.
He pushed tax loopholes benefiting himself. Send him back, and he'll make things worse. Ron Johnson would let Wisconsin ban abortion, even in cases of rape, and said if you don't like it, you can move. He voted to raise the retirement age and wants to end guaranteed spending on the Social Security you earned.
Social Security is a legal Ponzi scheme, but that's exactly what it is.
Ron Johnson, still making it harder on us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
This is fentanyl, so dangerous that one pill kills. They make it in China, smuggle it through Mexico. Across our border that Joe Biden surrendered to cartels and gangs. Brad Path backs Biden's open border agenda 100%. Fentanyl killed 1,200 people last year in Wisconsin alone. Now every town is a border town. Path won't stop the drugs, so we have to stop Brad Path.
I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
His job was to serve and protect. Instead, reports say Dave Estenson assaulted and preyed on girls for years. One report of sexually assaulting a teenager. Multiple reports of Estenson trying to coerce girls into sexual favors to avoid citations. And Estenson wants to ban all abortions, forcing victims of rape and incest to carry their predator's child. Sexual predators belong behind bars, not in the state Senate.
Visitors to our showrooms often say, I had no idea this place was so big with so many product displays. Stop by and wander through our 8 buildings. See what you would love to do for your next home improvement.
A boost we can all count on this weekend is the end of daylight savings time. Sunday, we fall back an hour to gain an hour of sleep. But sleep experts say that even this positive time change can still throw us off a little bit. So they suggest making some changes now to ease your body into it, like adjusting your sleep and wake times by about 15 or 20 minutes a day. Also, limiting caffeine and alcohol before bed can make that transition even easier. And of course, the days are getting shorter and temperatures are dropping, and health experts say many people start feeling down because of seasonal affective disorder. Symptoms include feeling more tired or sad, wanting to isolate and stay away from friends and family, and either undereating or overeating. Gunderson mental health experts say even if you felt like this in the past, it's still a good idea to try to slow those symptoms before they really get going.
The important thing is that we don't have to feel down and depressed and kind of like we want to withdraw, we want to retreat. Some folks might just be kind of used to that, but they don't have to experience that.
So if you feel like you have symptoms as the season changes, Harris recommends getting in touch with your primary care provider and building a game plan to handle those darker months of the year. She also recommends making sure you get as much sunlight and fresh air as possible and keeping fresh foods in your diet. Well, here's something that might brighten your day. A mini Shetland pony in Germany just might earn the title of world's smallest pony. Meet 2-year-old Pumuckl, 77 pounds, less than 20 inches tall. When he's not having breakfast in his owner's kitchen, he tours kindergartens and senior citizen homes as a therapy horse. Now, he does have to wait a year or so before the Guinness Book of World Records can actually measure him, because ponies are only accepted from age 4 on. Now, the current record holder is a pony in Poland at just over 22 inches tall. So we are pulling for Pumuckl to just stay that adorable size. And now with that little guy lifting our spirits, it's time now for Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl to tell us just how wonderful the weekend forecast is going to be.
Yeah, the rain made for kind of a cruddy Friday, and tomorrow's going to be similar. Now, the silver lining is we really needed the moisture across the region. We've had plenty, ½ inch to an inch plus in the green shaded areas, so from about Winona to Black River Falls and south and east, and then lighter totals up towards Eau Claire. Some stripes of higher totals, and that was from some thunderstorm activity last night and early this morning. Here's some updated totals as of 10 o'clock. Over an inch now in Prairie du Chien and Necedah. Keep in mind, these are running totals. It's been raining in a lot of spots for the past several hours, so these will change. 9/10 in Lafarge, over 6/10 in Hoka. Here in La Crosse, we're up to 0.64 out at the airport, 6/10 in Genoa as well. Same with Tomah and Sparta. Just under ½ inch in Viroqua and Black River Falls, 4/10 in Trempealeau, and much lighter totals up towards Eau Claire, not even 1/10 of an inch as of yet. So some light rain and drizzle around the La Crosse area where you see the yellows and oranges, some moderate rain falling over parts of Juneau and Adams counties, Richland County, down towards Prairie du Chien and northeastern Iowa, seeing some pretty good rain moving out of Allamakee County, western Vernon County as well. And there's more where that came from, as an area of low pressure is going to ride northeast along this slowly kind of stalling cold front. And as that low moves northeast along it, it's going to bring more moisture northeast into our area with more periods of rain overnight and into our Saturday. Additional totals on top of what's already fallen, maybe another ½ inch to an inch in many spots. And where you see the purple shades, perhaps some isolated higher amounts as well. And again, that is on top of what we've already seen. So pretty good soaking rain across the region today and tomorrow. 68 was the high before sunrise. We were in the 60s. The cold front came through. We spent most of the day in the 40s. Average high is 52. Again, beneficial rain today puts us above average for the month, but we're still about 6 inches below average for the year. 43 degrees out at the airport, 42 downtown at the station. The river rising 5.01. 41 up in Eau Claire with mainly just cloudy skies, but you are dry. And again, you can see where that cold front sits. 70s ahead of it, 30s and 40s, even 20s behind the front. We're not going to get that cold, but temperatures kind of steady overnight tonight in the upper 30s to low to mid 40s. And we are a good 25 degrees or so colder right now compared to 24 hours ago. Winds out of the north-northeast at about 5 to 15. Sky trackers showing those rain showers lifting back north into the area. Maybe even some isolated thunder. It's a long shot, but don't be shocked if you hear a rumble of thunders. That low spins right across the area, finally taking the showers with it later tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, and then some partial clearing heading into tomorrow night, and Sunday's looking dry with a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures for tonight, or I should say tomorrow, looks like overnight lows, mid to upper 40s in many spots, maybe some low 50s to the south and east, and then even chillier to the north and west, probably highs only in the low to mid 40s in those spots. So quite a difference from the mild stretch of weather that we've just enjoyed. So 42 tonight, kind of steady temperatures, periods of rain. Tomorrow, more rain, 49 rather windy as well as they shift from the north to the southwest. Dry Sunday, 55. Again, don't forget to set the clocks back an hour as you head to bed Saturday nights with the end of daylight saving time. 50 on Monday, small chance for shower on Election Day, 54. Briefly mild midweek, 63 on Wednesday, 60 on Thursday, but another system brings a chance of rain and much colder air. Might even see some snow showers mix in on Friday with a high of 45. Highs next Saturday, perhaps only in the 30s. So kind of a roller coaster ride next week.
For sure. All right, thanks a lot, Bill.
Okay.
Coming up next, the return of a mini highlight zone. Level 3 of the WIAA football playoffs are underway in the Soggy Friday. We'll see who got one step closer to Camp Randall. Rob's got the highlights next.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
The Cooley region has been good to me and my family, and I wanted to give something back. That's why I ran for the state assembly. And I've tried to do good things in Madison for the people of western Wisconsin. Wisconsin is facing a lot of problems today, and we need people who understand how things work. Right now, Wisconsin has a $5 billion surplus. With that surplus, we need to cut taxes. We need to fix our roads, and we need to fund our schools, and we need to do that now.
Ram Tough. It's perfect for us at Pischke Motors. We've got some pretty tough customers.
The Black Friday sales event brings you big savings and great financing. Now through November 30th, you can get a 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 with 1.9% financing for 60 months, no payments for 90 days, and a $4,500 rebate. Stop by in West Salem or La Crosse and test drive one today.
Ram and Pischke Motors, getting the job done.
La Crosse Glass and Overhead Doors has been selling, servicing, and installing garage doors since 1964 and believe garage doors should be exceptional quality and craftsmanship. We guarantee to help you select a door to fit all of your needs. We offer a large stock inventory of CHI overhead doors, including residential, commercial, rolling steel, and high-speed doors. Visit our website and design the door of your dreams with CHI Door Visions. Get your free quote today.
The lessons I learned growing up in Brownsville still ring true today. Work hard, take responsibility, and do your best. But that's not happening with Tony Evers. Evers released Wisconsin's worst criminals, killed jobs, paid people not to work, and he let so much more go up in flames. I'm Tim Michaels. It's time to stop the madness. As governor, I'll take the values I learned here and put them to work for Wisconsin.
Tim Michaels for governor.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
We've made it to level 3 of the Wisconsin High School football playoffs, and for the Onalaska Hilltoppers, they're in level 3 for the first time since 1996, and they're looking to advance to level 4 for the history. They can get there with a win tonight over Rice Lake. First quarter, Onalaska's Adam Skifton is going to connect with Brady Kuhn. Kuhn makes a few great moves. 13 yards later, he's in for the score. Hilltoppers take the lead 7-6. Late first quarter, Skifton again. This time he hits Nicky Odom. Odom gets a sideline, turns on the Jets. Fast forward 86 yards later, Onalaska takes a 14-6 lead. Late second quarter now, Skifton keeps spreading the love around. He connects with Matty Burnett. This by defenders on his way for the score. Hilltoppers go into the quarter. Onalaska looking to pull away. Skifton finds Evan Anderson. So nobody catching the sophomore. Hilltoppers win this one big. 28-22 is the final. Panthers the opening kickoff here. Brendan Kennedy's going to turn on the Jets and scares our camera guy and go up 7-0. Still is going to answer back. Ian Blohm punches it in from a yard out. Brett McConkey finds Kennedy for the 13-yard score right here. 14-7 with 24 seconds in the half. No time for an answer, right? You're wrong. Notre Dame gets into striking distance, and Joe Ochadovi finds James Flanagan for the 25-yard touchdown. 14-14 at the half. Fourth quarter now. West Salem goes deep into the playbook, going with the reverse pass. Annie Johnson to McConkey for the 25-yard TD. Panthers go up 7. The defense holds from there. West Salem gets the win 14. That means the Panthers and Hilltoppers will meet next weekend with a trip to state on the line. Let's go to UWL. Aquinas back at home for level 3. Blue Gold's looking to keep their season alive, hosting Colby. First quarter, Jackson Flotmeyer rolling right, airing it out, right on the money to David Moline. He takes it inside the 5, and that leads to this. Direct snap is going to go to Calvin Hargrove, and the senior is going to punch it in. Aquinas strikes first and takes a 6-0 lead, but the Hornets answer back. Ensuing possession, Tucker Meyer drops back. He's got Nathaniel It opened 20-yard connection for the Hornets. They jump in front 7-6, but as the second quarter winds down, Blue Golds regain the lead. Flottmeyer tossing it up to who else but number 27, a Hargrove hat trick in the first half. Blue Golds take a 6-point lead into the locker room, and Aquinas is moving on to level 4. 28-14 the final tonight over Colby. Blue Golds will take on Kewanee next Friday night. To Division 7, windy and rainy night in Cashton as the Eagles played host to Blackhawk Warren. Cashton got the ball first. They didn't waste any time. Colin O'Neill gets inside handoff, breaks it out wide. He's gone 54 yards to Pater. Eagles grab the 8-0 lead. After Warriors answer, Cashton comes right back. It's O'Neill again, slipping past tacklers, and he's gone. 22-yard score puts the Eagles up 16-6. Second quarter now, more from Cashton and more from this guy O'Neill. This time he's into the end zone from 5 yards out. Third touchdown of the game. Eagles going to the break up 8. And they'd create some separation to start the fourth quarter. The give to Ethan Klinkner. He bullies his way in for the score. Cashton stays unbeaten as they soar to the win, 28-14. Eagles will take on Shiocton, for a trip to state next week. Big matchup in Division 7 tonight. Bangor taking on Pepin Alma. This one being played in Durand. Cardinals already up 6-0 early in their defense. Coming up big, the sack by Jonah Larson gives the ball back to Bangor. And after a long drive, it's Clayton Liga putting some more points on the scoreboard. 7-yard TD run up the middle. It's 12-0 Cardinals. Later in the half, Bangor gets the ball back quickly. This time it's Tanner Jones joining the party. He finds a seam on the right side and takes advantage of it. Jones takes it down all the way inside the 5. And on the very next play, Jones gets rewarded for his efforts. Cardinals in complete control tonight. Bangor is moving on to level 4. They get the win over Pepin Alma, 40-21. Minnesota high school football playoffs continuing tonight. Caledonia, another tough loss to Chatfield. Second time this season coming up short against the Gophers. The Warriors season comes to an end. 10-8 the final in that one. But how about Spring Grove? A big shutout win tonight over Lanesboro, 35-0. We'll be right back for high school volleyball playoffs and Aquinas State soccer playoffs.
I was in law enforcement for over 40 years, and I can't imagine a better attorney general than Josh Call. He's a real prosecutor who's locked up murderers, serial rapists, the really dangerous guys you want off the street, and kept them behind bars. And he'll work with anyone, Republican or Democrat, to get it done. Look, there's more we have to do, but the only one I'd want leading the fight against crime is our Attorney General, Josh Call.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Career politician Steve Doyle loves touting his record. Let's review it. When La Crosse County residents needed tax relief, Doyle voted no. When La Crosse County needed road repair funding, Doyle voted no. When La Crosse County parents wanted more support for schools and input on their kids' education, Doyle voted no. When La Crosse County needed violent criminals locked up, Doyle voted no. Steve Doyle's real record: rising costs, rising crime, abandoning us when we needed him most.
Whether you're an established business owner or just getting started, we can offer multiple services to help manage your financial goals.
I'm Patrick Crayons, owner of Peak Contracting and Excavating. Been a customer of Union State Bank for a little over a year now. I chose to work with Chad at Union State Bank because of our great friendship and their professionalism in the Black River Falls area. My overall experience with Union State Bank has been phenomenal, and I would highly recommend them to anybody looking for a financial institution to work with.
Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Under Tony Evers and Joe Biden, it's been bad, but it's gonna get much worse because winter is coming. That's right. Reports say natural gas heating bills are going up by 28%. Inflation has already caused pain at the pump, grocery checkout, on rent. But this fall, there's still time to stop the winter pain by voting no on Tony Evers before he makes it even worse, if that's possible.
For the second straight season, the Waniwak Center volleyball team was front and center at the state tournament. In warm-ups, the Wolves wearing shirts that said, "We're back," and they were looking for redemption this morning against the same team that eliminated them last year, McDonald Central. Let's head to Green Bay, semifinal rematch from last season. Waniwak Center taking on the defending champs. Pick it up in the first. Wolves down 4, but Kelsey Justman skies high for the kill. That gets them one closer. It's 11-8, but the Macs strike back and they pull away. That's Elena Crawford with one of her 5 kills on the day. McDonald takes the first set 25-18. Second set, more the same. Max still in control. This point from Anna Thaler puts McDonald up 2-0, 25-13 in the second. Let's go to set 3. Wolves not going down without a fight. Emma Milbrand drops one inside the line. We're tied early in the third. Max would gain some separation, but Waniwak continuing to battle. Again, it's Justman, the Max with no answer for the junior. And how about this moment for the freshman? Heidi Baker getting a taste of the state tournament. This is one of her 2 kills on the day. And then later in the set, Wolves just won't go away. It's Justman leading the charge. She had a game-high 20 kills on the day, 24-20, but the run comes to an end right here. The Wolves can't get this return. McDonald Central is headed back to the state championship as the Wolves fall in 3 sets. A wet one over in Milwaukee. Aquinas taking on Cristo Rey Jesuit in the Division IV semifinals. Blue Goals led by Andrew Sutton coming into the game with 40 goals, 18 assists on the year. But it was Cristo Rey putting on the pressure. Elvis Esparza passing to Victor Sandoval. He sends a shot in the back of the net. Trailblazers go up 1-0. Blue Goals looking for an answer, though. Joey Hirschbach on the corner kick, sending it in. First shot doesn't go, but Henry Horseman is there for the rebound, and that one gets it in. This one's all tied up. Late in the first half, Jonathan Monreal is gone. Gonna put up a rocket from outside the box. That's a tough shot. Cristo Rey gets the lead and the win. Aquinas' season comes to an end in the semifinals. And we'll have one last look at your weather when we come back.
It's fast food and service with authentic Mexican flavor at Senor Villa. With fun daily specials and cold, refreshing margaritas you won't want to miss. Come to Senor Villa in La Crosse and on Alaska. Authentic Mexican food and flavor.
We have a pretty big choice to make in this election, and it's about whether women get to keep their right to choose. I'm pro-choice. Always have been, always will be. Derek Van Orden wants to ban abortion, with no exceptions for rape, incest, or the life of the mother. He'll do anything to take away your right to choose. I'll do anything to protect it. That's the choice in this election. And now, it's up to you. I'm Brad Paff, and I approve this message.
You've heard what women say about working at Tim Michaels' company, that they were groped.
A male superior groped the crotch and inner thigh of a female employee
and pressured to have sex with their bosses. And now we know more. According to an attorney involved in the case, when the only woman on a Michaels road crew was sexually harassed on the job, the company did not take it seriously. From the top down. From the top down. If that's how Tim Michaels runs his company, how do you think he'd run the state?
At Drury's in Fountain, we've been getting ready for the holidays. With furniture for your living room, dining room, and bedroom, we have many of our best-selling styles in stock. Upholstery and leather from Stressless, Flexsteel, Lazy Boy, and Smith Brothers. Dining rooms by Canal Dover, Amisco, and Canadell. And bedrooms from IFD and Daniels Amish. Our favorite brands, available for immediate delivery. Best of all, it's all on sale now. Quantities are limited, so hurry into Drury's in Fountain for the best selection.
I was in law enforcement for over 40 years, and I can't imagine a better attorney general than Josh Call. He's a real prosecutor who's locked up murderers, serial rapists, the really dangerous guys you want off the street, and kept them behind bars. And he'll work with anyone, Republican or Democrat, to get it done. Look, there's more we have to do, but the only one I'd want leading the fight against crime is our Attorney General, Josh Call.
The Cooley region has been good to me and my family, and I wanted to give something back. That's why I ran for the state assembly. And I've tried to do good things in Madison for the people of western Wisconsin. Wisconsin is facing a lot of problems today, and we need people who understand how things work. Right now, Wisconsin has a $5 billion surplus. With that surplus, we need to cut taxes. We need to fix our roads, and we need to fund our schools, and we need to do that now.
Make
it a family dinner night every Sunday at Senior Villa, where kids eat free, one per adult, open to close. And it's a menu you know they'll love. Senior Villa, authentic Mexican food and flavor in La Crosse and Onalaska.
Periods of rain tonight and tomorrow, dry and 55 on Sunday.
Thanks, Bill. Have a great weekend, everybody.